When Paul plays this song, he plays it tuned down a whole step. There's some great tutorials on how to play that progression if you want, but this tutorial is in standard tuning, which is how I am going to teach it. There are two main chord progressions. There's a brief intro and an outro, and that's the song. Here are the parts. The intro is on F for 2 measures, and it establishes the main strumming pattern for much of the verse. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now to me that's pretty notey or wordy, so I actually just like to play the upbeats like this. 1 and 1 and 3 and. Paul's strumming is doing something very different from what the strings are doing, that cello, the long legato notes. So to me it's less science than it is art on the strumming, so do what feels right to you and sounds right, and kind of give it your own touch. Here's the verse progression, which I'll play slowly so you can follow it. It then repeats that pattern. There's a couple of passing chord progressions in the verse that I want to note just quickly. From that D minor, you're walking from the D minor C with your pinky, and then you hit that B flat major. The next walking part is in the middle of the verse where it goes from that B flat to F. Passes on that E, so 4, and you're back to 1 on that D minor. Here's the chord progression for the chorus, which I'll play slowly. Okay, there's some passing notes in there. So we start on the E minor 7, A7, D minor, and then you're going to reach with your pinky. You could just play the C, or you could strum the whole thing, that D minor over C, whatever's comfortable, because this is tough. Then B flat bar chord, and I just lift up and play that open A, and then G minor, C to F. That's it. If you want to practice those passing notes, just play this loop slowly. Just do that on repeat so it becomes comfortable, and then you can piece it together with the longer progression. Here's the chorus with vocals. Why she had to go, I don't know, she wouldn't say. And then you just repeat that pattern. That's it for each chorus. There are 2 ways you can play that outro bar. Here's the easy way. I believe in yesterday. You're basically playing the same pattern twice. But if you listen to what the cello does and what he's doing in it, he does a chromatic walk down, which is played like this. I believe in yesterday. The cello part follows that. And I believe he walks down that progression. Do it either way. It's a little tricky though, because when I go from this F, I keep that middle finger planted. I move the pinky here, index there to play that D minor shape, and then my ring finger catches the C while muting this, so you get, and I walk down with the middle, so I lift up, So, muted. And it's that easy. That's Yesterday. It's a little tricky on getting those chord progressions down, but once you get it, it's really cool. Feel free to add in a violin or another vocalist. There's a lot of different arrangements for this because it's just a really well-written song. So thank you, Paul, for writing this. And to the rest of you, rock on. That's not how it's done. Man! All right, we're ready to rock.